Welcome to the Candy and Snack Review. We're going to continue working our way through Crisp & Company's entire product line. Today I'm super excited to be reviewing their Pinot Noir Pickled Beets. I grew up in Lancaster County. Pickled beets were an important part of my childhood, one of the more delicious snacks that I grew up with. And you know, my taste for that flavor has only gotten better as I've gotten older. I enjoy them even more now than I ever did. So these beets here are soaked in your typical cider vinegar, some sugar, all of that, but also some Pinot Noir, so a little bit of a wine flavor, I'm guessing. You can see we're dealing with thin slices of large beets, not the tiny little like sugar or Harvard beets that you might use. These are giant beets, large-sized beets, thinly sliced. So without further ado, let's pop in the pie hole. Definitely a vinegary flavor, and I do like, you can taste the wine. The wine does give it an extra depth of flavor that I'm not really used to in my pickled beets. Growing up, when my grandmother made pickled beets, or we used to get beets from the Amish folks in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, they were much sweeter than this. Loads of sugar, I'm sure. This actually dials back on the sugar and really lets that cider vinegar come through and that wine. And I do feel like if they had more sugar in here, that might actually take away from the flavor of the wine, so I can see why they did that. I'm going to give these a 7 out of 10 overall. They're very good. If you're a pickle product fan, if you're a Beets fan, you're going to love these. A little less sugar than I'm used to, which is maybe why I'm giving them a lower rating than you might have expected. And my rating might go up as I try them more. But for now, just not exactly what I'm used to as far as the sweetness, but that wine flavor is more prominent than I expected, and actually very good. So 7 out of 10. I'm going to use this opportunity to do something different, something special with you guys today. We're going to start incorporating a new feature into the videos every now and then. The feature that we're going to bring in today is called CSR Cooks. I'm actually going to start showing you what to do with some of these products if you don't just want to eat them out of a jar. Maybe you want to turn them into some sort of more elaborate snack or meal. We can talk about how to do that. So this is a little something from my childhood called red beet eggs. It's exactly what you would imagine it is. It's hard-boiled eggs with beets and beet juice. Show you how to do this. You're going to hard boil some eggs, put these eggs in some water, get the water boiling. Once it gets to a full boil, turn the water off, let them sit there for 10-12 minutes. Peel the eggs. I've got peeled eggs, hard-boiled eggs in the mason jar. And I'll tell you what, I'm just going to take this entire jar of beets and beet juice, and I'm going to try to be as careful as possible so that my camera lady doesn't get upset with me for making a mess. And I'm going to empty this entire jar of pickled beets and beet juice into the mason jar that contains the hard-boiled eggs. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lid on this sucker, which is somewhere, I don't know where, and we are going, oh, here we go. And we're going to put this in the refrigerator. Now here's the key. As is often the case with pickled products, you've heard me say it before countless times on this program, you gotta let them pickle. You need to let these eggs soak in this beet juice for at least 2 to 3 days. You're gonna get excited, you're gonna get impatient. You're gonna say, oh man, I can tell they're starting to turn pink, they're starting to turn red, I think they're ready to go. But you want that beet juice to soak all the way into the center of the egg, get all the way to the yolk so that when you cut into that sucker, that egg is red or pink all the way through. So we're gonna pop these in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 days, and then we're going to do a review of these guys when they're ready. Thanks as always for watching. We'll see you next time on the Candy and Snack Review.